Did you see the kid in the car commercial that was dressed up like Darth Vader? Well, he is unmasked and he got to meet the real Darth Vader. I cannot wait to show you the video. That, plus Dana has one last look at your 7-day forecast. You're watching Southeast Texas Live. Take a wild guess where we are. Go ahead, go ahead. No. No. Close. Warmer. One of you got it. For the rest of you, come here. Let me show you something. We're gonna get a volcano.
I want Mount St. Helens here, man.
No!
We're halfway to the weekend. Let's dance. Hey, get over here, boy. What? I'm sorry. What wife you dancing with?
I didn't know she was married.
Get out of here.
Well, thanks, Mr. and Mrs. Lacey, everybody. I was not aware that she was married. I swear she did not tell me she was married.
First, you're going to get into what's called a crunch. Hands on our shoulders, feet in our hands, one at a time.
Left.
Stand in our hands.
Okay.
Hold all your weight in your arms.
How sad is it that it
Good. This is a crunch.
Two women.
All right, here we go. We're going up to the prep.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2. Stand up. Stand up. Rod. There you go.
Yes!
All right.
Yes! I am redeemed!
And I'll read. You know, I'll go ahead and read so that you can.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you can change the whole opinion on that too.
You're going to have to read, cuz.
All right.
Did you know that if you just take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds at 55 miles an hour, you are essentially driving blind the entire length of a football field? So the kids at Kelly High School are taking this on. This is Andrew. What's going on, Andrew?
Nothing much.
Man, tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing. 6 days, guys. 6 days till Valentine's Day. Yesterday, I showed you some great ways to save money on the flowers. Now I'm going to show you something you can do absolutely for free. And I'm going to tell you guys, it's going to pay off, but you got to make sure you do it right. This is my good friend Melinda. She's from Body Balance. And this is Becca. That's the back of Becca, anyway. And here's the thing. You guys do great massage here. People can come here and get a massage. There's no question. People need to learn to do this at home, right? Okay, and so Becca has given me permission to touch her back. Yes, so, okay, we're going to be in the clear there. And so has my wife, by the way. She signed up on it.
And I can confirm that.
Okay, and so here's the thing. If I'm massaging someone, I am bad about just pinching. Thanks. I already got an owl. Pinching and not really. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
And the thing about it is that 2 or 3 minutes into it, I'm tired.
And she's probably complaining and saying, "You're hurting me, stop."
Well, she doesn't complain. What she says is, well, if you're tired, you can stop. Okay, what am I doing wrong? How should I get started? I imagine, first of all, I need some, like, good smelly stuff.
Yes, we use an oil.
Okay.
Or you can use a cream.
And you need something that lasts a while, not just hand lotion, right? Okay.
You can actually get grapeseed oil from the grocery store. That has lavender.
Like cooking grapeseed oil?
Cooking grapeseed oil. It's perfect. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And you can add an essential oil, just a drop of lavender, which is a relaxing smell.
This is awesome. Okay. Now, first of all, no rings, I would imagine.
Rings.
Okay. No problem. Okay. Becca, now you give me feedback.
Okay.
Okay.
You
all right.
have to place your hands on her body and just slow, long strokes.
Okay.
Follow along the spine, but don't.
Where am I putting the pressure? On my heel or in my fingers?
On the palm. Right here,
Okay.
on the heel.
I'm sorry. Palm. I'm thinking of my feet. Then out.
Yes.
How am I doing, Becca?
Good.
Good.
Come around.
Come around.
And then stop. Go each hand on the side of the spine.
But don't touch the spine?
Don't press on the spine.
Nope, that's not a politician. It's actually a rat, and this is my new friend, Alan. I'm not going to tell you who he is, but he's got one of the coolest jobs in all of Southeast Texas. Tell us where we are.
Well, thanks.
Without telling us where we are.
Well, we're in a hayloft. It kind of, visitors can come and kind of see where you go back to your roots and see what happened, you know, back in the early 20th century.
This was built, what, 1906, 1907?
Yeah.
Okay. Also includes a gym.
It does. There's a gym behind us.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
All right, so people still have no idea where we are. This is part of a much larger complex. It's part of a house that's across the street. Let's head over there and start giving people a little bit of a hint of where we are.
All right.
All right, let's go. We've been teasing you all day. Where in the world are Mike and Alan? And another Alan is here. Alan, tell everybody where your job is.
We're at the McFadden Woodhouse.
And your job here?
I'm the director right now.
Now, we're in a place that 99.9% of visitors do not get to go, so don't bother asking because you're not going to get to come up here.
Give me a call.
Where are we?
On the very top, on the Widow's Walk of the house.
Did the residents use this area at all, or this was just kind of cool?
It's just plain for decoration.
Just plain for decoration. This is a really neat area. What a nice view. You can only imagine over the last 100 years how the view's changed.
Oh, no, well, it used to be all just land and trees around, but now it's all grown up in residential and businesses.
And the house yet has survived. This is absolutely gorgeous. I've heard, word on the street is, this was my first visit here, that there's actually a man cave here. One of the Earth's first man caves. Save the actual caves from caveman times.
There is. We're staying right above it right now. It's the billiard room. That's where the two boys of the family lived.
Let's go see it.
All right, let's go.
Well, there's 3 things you need in every man room. Leather-bound books that you never read, a desk that makes you look important, and the one thing that you actually will use, Alan, a billiards table.
Yes, everybody needs to know how to play pool, right?
Right, exactly. And especially back then, this was a real community game. This is how men came together.
Well, yeah, and after family gatherings, they'd come up here, and the men would retire up here and have their drinks and smoke cigars and play pool and play cards and listen to the old Victrola.
Now, just for the record, we are speculating that they drank because it would have been probably during Prohibition.
And this is true.
So we don't want anybody getting in trouble.
No.
What is the most interesting thing to you in this room? Because there's so many fascinating things in here.
Maybe the pictures on the wall tell a little bit the story about the family, about how they accumulated some of their wealth with the oil and the cattle and the land industry around here in Vermont.
The top picture, obviously, Spindletop. The second is agriculture, and then the third gun. There is a gun that they shot things with.
Yeah.
I don't know what they shot.
Birds.
Birds.
Ducks,
Okay, we'll go with birds. Totally legal. All right. Where are we headed next? What's your next favorite room?
Probably the parlor downstairs.
The parlor. Let's go to the parlor. All right, let's go. 105 years old, over a century old, and full of the history of Southeast Texas. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so we've been on the roof. We've been in the man room. You've all seen the foyer, which is just stinking mind-blowing. Now from the men's room to the ladies' room. And I don't mean the restroom either. Alan, why do you love this room?
Because most people always say that real men love pink, and this is the pinkest room that we have.
Ironically, pink underwear today. And you have a pink shirt, so we match.
And pink furniture that we can't sit on, though.
We can't sit on it. I love the old Victrola over here.
Yeah, it's one of our neat pieces. This was from Mamie's Aunt Weta from West Virginia.
Phenomenal. So some of the folks did come from the east then?
Yeah, the whole family did, but and then the other families that lived or stayed there ended up giving some of the pieces to this house to keep it in a museum.
All right, well listen, Alan, this is a phenomenal place. We've given you this much of this much. There's so much history here. There's so much to learn. If folks want more information, they would like to have a tour, obviously they can just give you a call.
Yeah, they can call the Visitor Center. Its phone number is 409-832-2134.
Thank you so much for the tour, and thank you for being so gracious. Don't say anytime, because I'll be back next week with my wife. Alan, nice to meet you. It's been a pleasure. All right, stick around, folks. The latest in entertainment news, and we're going to look at your weekend forecast. You're watching Southeast Texas Live. A little segment I like to call Stump with the Shark. Friendliest shark in all of the seas, though. Kent Walston's here. How you doing, Kent?
Doing good. Good seeing you.
Good to see you. All right, first question up. The people went emailing this in, and here we go. And so what we're going to do is, I'm going to give you my opinion. You tell me if I'm right.
Okay.
Okay. I was just summoned to justice court for my son's truancy. I make sure he goes to school, but he keeps skipping classes. How could I be in trouble for this? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because your kid's under 18, and until they turn 18, you're responsible for them, and your child may need a good spanking. That's just my opinion. But I don't have kids.
I don't have anything to say. You hit it right on the head.
Am I right?
You're right. You're liable for your children until they're 18 years of age. Even at 18, if they're still in school, still in your household, you're still liable for them. But for truancy purposes, if the child is 17 years of age and not going to school, and this happens a lot. You know, I send my kids to school, I drop them off,
and they go smoke pot behind in a van down by the river.
Or they just skip school.
Yeah.
And you know, you're still liable for it. You can be fined. And
that's what I was going to ask. What could happen to the parent?
They usually get a fine.
Like how much, do you know?
Anywhere from $300 to $500.
Get out of town.
That's right.
And the kid could still turn around and do it again.
And the kid gets a fine. The parents have to pay twice.
Family counseling.
Family counseling.
You've seen it. You've seen it work.
Mm-hmm. It does work. It does work.
work.
And a good stiff hand.
Good. Little tough love.
A little tough love.
Yeah. My dad had plenty of it. All right. Question number 2. I got arrested for shoplifting at the mall. Now I have been trespassed, warned by the police, told not to go back there. Stores are public places. I don't believe they can tell me not to go into one. Am I right? Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. We're in the mall, and I dare you to try to come in here and act like this is a public place. This isn't the library.
It's a little different here at Channel 4 at the studio.
Sure, we have a little more security, but even there, that's still private property.
Yeah.
They have the right to kick you out if they want to, right?
Certainly. You know, you're an invitee when you go into Dillard's or anywhere else. You're an invitee. They invite you in to shop there. They can uninvite you and ask you not to come in. And if you shoplift from them or you do something and they trespass warn you, it's not a public place. It's a privately owned store. And they can actually trespass warn you. You can be arrested for showing back up.
All right, question number 3. If I get stopped by the police for a traffic violation, do I have to get out of my car? Can I refuse? If I do so, what will happen? I don't know the answer to this question, Ken.
Well, I'm an ex-cop, and, you know, I spent 10 years in Port Arthur Police Department, and happened a lot. And you're going to get a ticket for sure. You may get arrested, but if they have probable cause to ask you to step out of the car.
What would be probable cause?
The odor of marijuana, whether you've been drinking or not. For your own safety, you're in a high traffic zone. Let's step out of the car in case somebody hits. And you've seen these on TV where the cop is out talking to somebody and
the car gets plowed.
It gets plowed just for officer safety and the traffic violator's safety. You have to do it.
Have to do it. Get out. Get out of the car. What happens if you don't?
Well, I mean, you're going to get a ticket for sure. They can take you out of the car by force if they need to, and they will.
And then you could be, I'm imagining, because I've seen a lot of episodes of Cops, then if they had to take you out by force, you could be charged with resisting and all kinds of stuff, right?
You could.
So you could be looking at a world of hurt.
Yeah, it's just get out of your car.
Get out of the car.
Yeah.
You don't have to take the breathalyzer. You don't have to walk the
No, it's just usually it's just a citation. And a lot of officers, depending on the rain, the cold, they won't ask people to get out, and they'll issue the citation while you're still in your car.
All right, Kent, always a pleasure.
If you need me to sue your hairstylist, let me know. I can do that. That's a DTPA claim.
I had a hat on, Kent. Goodness gracious. I would say at least I still have some, but you've got just as much as I do. I don't know where to go with that. They're next door at Regis, though. Go take care of it. Go see Desi over there. Hey, if you have any questions for Kent, it's simple as going to our website, setxhomepage.com. Click on Southeast Texas Live. You can submit your questions. We'll try to get them on next Thursday. There it is, folks. There it is, a lawsuit-worthy haircut.
Yes, it is.
I need one. Coming up on Southeast Texas Live, would that be civil?
Yes, it is.